Hey game fans, we're back with another one of our What's in the Box videos. Now today we're going to take a look at something that's a little bit different, and it was a much bigger box than we usually deal with. But we're going to look at a tabletop gaming board kit that I picked up from Tabletop Combat at Gen Con last year. I'd have done this a lot sooner, but I was pretty sick and it took me a while to actually find this after I got moved into my new house. So all of these packages came inside this one box, and we're going to crack open the packages and see what's in each of them and go over what they can do for us and how they will actually get us ready to play a tabletop game. So first off, we have these two packs of Tabletop Scenics. We have a couple of vending machines that look like they have different fronts that you can play with to make them look however you want. And then we've got a pile of scatter terrain and rubble to otherwise brighten up your otherwise generic looking tabletop. And again, these are part of Tabletop Combat Scenics line. This is trash, as you can see. Then let's actually get into the MDF. And there's a lot of MDF to dig into. You can see it came packed in bubble wrap and taped heavily so that we couldn't necessarily get into it until it was time. So bear with me, it may take me a little bit to get into this. Once we get this open, we'll take a look. Now, I was told that this was a post-atomic wasteland terrain set feature that you could play with out of the after you got the board built. So give me a second and we will get this all taken out of the box so we can see just what's inside. We may have to do this the other way and do some sliding. Okay, first up we have the game boards. And we've got one modular game board, gaming board section. Now, as you can see, there are two MDF game boards and tabs, so there's two of these inside this package. And theoretically, there are some clips that we'll have to put together, but it looks like those are in there. And we'll crack open this a little later when we actually do an unboxing of these specifically, so we can show you how they go together. But there's one of these. There are fight the tape and the power. There are two of these. There are three of these. There are four of these. Make sure I'm counting right. Yeah, we got four so far. And then this looks to be our fifth and final one out of the set. So we've got five of these gaming board setups. And if I remember correctly, the specifications on these are a foot wide. They're 1 foot by 1 foot sections. So we've got 2, 4, 6, we've got 20 of these. We can build a 4x6 table out of these as we need to. Okay, so that's the actual board setup for building our own tabletop board. Now let's take a look at some of the other things that came in this package. We've got what looks to be a building. Again, bear with while we remove tape. Sorry guys. Again, someday we'll get an actual professional camera setup, but right now you're dealing with unprofessional Joes. Honest camera folk. Okay, so what I thought was one building is actually a set of other things. So first up, we have the Tabletop Scenics Ruined Coffee Shop, which is, again, is a 3mm MDF terrain kit. Oop, that's more than one piece. As you can see, the MDF looks good. Solid lines. Look like they'll be easy to pop out and put together. And we'll put together what these look like after we get them assembled. We'll probably do a breakdown of the kits themselves individually so that you can get a look at them up close and personal. So here's, like I said, the Ruined Coffee Shop. There's a City Scenics RV, so that if you wanted to, you could have your own little bus driving around the tabletop with wheels and everything. And then we've got a play park set. So we can have a merry-go-round, a jungle gym, some swings, some teeter-totters, and a bench for our urban landscape. Now, if you're playing in a ruined post-apocalyptic wasteland, this makes perfect sense. If you're playing in a zombie survival setup, this also makes sense. Everything we've seen so far works very well for both of those setups. Now, let's take a look at this larger package of stuff and see what's in here. We also have a whole nother mess of MDF buildings to go over. So, again, bear with. We'll get better at these as time goes on. Okay. Okay, so first up in the box, in this larger oblong package, we have an unidentified set of stuff. Now, this has more clips on it, so I have a suspicion this is a tabletop expansion set, or it's a different sort of tabletop setup. But it comes unlabeled, so I'm not sure what it is. We have more clips, more connectors. And it looks like no, it looks like that piece is supposed to be missing. So I'm not sure if this is supposed to be fire blackened. Because as you can see up along these edges, it looks like some of this material is darkened. It could be an effect on the board. It could be something else that happened during manufacturing. I will have to contact them and see if that's supposed to look that way. And then what else have we got in here? Yes, we have more unidentified, unlabeled board sections, which again doesn't inspire confidence in me because I don't necessarily know what I'm looking at, and it would be helpful for me to put this together. So, fair point to our good friends over there at Tabletop Combat. And the last package in this box, and you can't smell it because you can't smell through phones, but there's a wood grain smell in the air that I kind of actually dig a lot. And then here's the last package in this box. Oh no, there's two of them in here. So we've got more of these tile sets, and then we've got more of these connectors. And we've got more of the same. Now, this could be the actual tabletop surface for what goes over the top of the gaming board. If that's the case, cool. I just don't know what this is by looking at it, and it will be one of those things I have to do some research on to figure it out. So there's the big boards. And then we have this monstrosity of a block of stuff to go through. And let's see what's in here, because this is, I think, more tabletop scenic, scatter terrain, and buildings. And bear with it, it'll take me a little bit to get this open. Okay, so the first package in this box is a City Scenic Suburban House D. It's a nice house. It looks like it's good. It's got some miniatures in the package shown to scale. Here's the back of the kit for you to look at, to take a look at. It looks like it'll be very easy to put together once we get there. We've got, oh my, is this an entire, this is one stack or something. Okay. We've got the ruined Hawking Academy building, and this looks massive. This is a big centerpiece terrain kit by the looks of it. It looks like it'll fit just smack in the middle of your tabletop, and it will be the thing that you fight over for a while. Then we've got two different buildings, I think. No, this is one of those weird things where I don't know what this is because it's not labeled. Though judging by the looks of it, there's a garage, there's a roof, and this looks like another suburban building. And here's another one. I'm betting these are suburban house lots. I think that's what they are, but I can't tell. And some of the stuff isn't labeled, and that's sort of a detriment to this setup. Okay, now I have no idea what this is. Although I bet if I looked up that code, that DCSB122, it would tell me what this is. But I don't have my computer right in front of me to actually go look and stuff to tell you what this is. But this is another fairly large scenic block. It's got 7 boards to it, so I bet it takes up a reasonable amount of space on the table. And then we've got one more package in this bundle. And yeah, this one's also unlabeled, other than that DCSB code that's in the middle. Oh no, that's actually APC. So again, I don't know what this actually goes to. So it's one of those things of I would love to be able to tell you what this kit goes with and where it belongs to, but that was not included in this packaging. So we're going to have to sort of figure that out through process of elimination. I hope that there are assembly instructions inside, because if I have to figure these out just by what I think goes where, we're going to have a problem. All in all, this entire set, all this terrain, all this MDF, and there is a pile of it, as you can see. Set me back $200 at Gen Con, which for getting a tabletop ready for the game, for any game, is not a terrible price. You're going to pay 2 or 3 times that just to get the table for a GW table, just to get the boards, and then the terrain is going to cost you probably twice that again. So all in all, I think it's a good purchase. I wish some of the things were labeled a little better and they were a little easier to find. And like I said, I hope there are assembly instructions inside. If not, I'm hoping I can find them on Tabletop Combat itself. Now, we'll do individual unboxings as we put these together so that you can see what they look like when they go together. And then we'll show you kind of what a finished tabletop scenic battlefield looks like with this product line, so you guys can get a better look. That's our video for today. If you like the content, feel free to like the video below. If you want to subscribe, go ahead. We try to put out content fairly regularly. If you have any questions, you can find us here. You can find us on our blog. You can find us on Twitter at Zardoz Industry. Hope this was insightful and gives you an idea of what you're going to get when you get into a box of stuff from Tabletop Combat. And that's what's in the box for today. Game on, game fans.